இந்த மாசம் பார்ப்போம். ஏசியே இந்த மாசம் கொசு போட்டு அப்படி எடுக்குது. ரிவ்யூவும் கிடையாது ஒண்ணும் கிடையாது. வாங்க ரவி ப்ரோ, என்ன தூங்கலையா? என்ன உறக்கத்திலா? உறக்கம் இல்லையா? கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி போட்டு சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன். ஐயோ சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் போலான்னு நான் பாக்குறேன் ப்ரோ. அவுட்லாஸ்ட் கேம் இருக்கு, அதை முடிச்சு விடலான்ட்டு. கேமர் ப்ரோ கேட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்காரு பாவம் மனுஷன். ப்ரோ அந்த சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் போட என்ன ப்ரோ ஆக்சுவலா பண்ணணும்? நம்ம சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் போறதுக்கு என்ன பண்றது? அது ஏதோ சொன்னாங்க ப்ரோ, அது போட்டா சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் போடலாம் அப்படின்றானுங்க. மறந்து, எனக்கும் மறந்து போச்சு. எதுல போடுறதுனே மறந்து போச்சு. நீங்க எப்படி போடுறீங்க சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன்? டாப் 1000 ரேங்க் சும்மா போட்டுருவோம். கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன். ஒய் ப்ரோ, ஏன் 200 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்துட்டாங்களா என்ன? வரலை சார் 199ல. ஆஹா ஆமா ப்ரோ, நன்றி ப்ரோ. கைஸ் அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி கைஸ். ஒரு வழியாக முட்டி மோதி 200 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்துருச்சு. நன்றி இமியாஸ் ப்ரோ, நன்றி. நமக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ண எல்லாத்துக்கும் நன்றி நண்பர்களே. அவுட் கிளாஸ் பண்ணலான்னு தான் பார்த்தேன் நண்பர்களே. ஆனா வாட் ஹேப்பன் வாய்ஸ்? ஏன் ப்ரோ என்னாச்சு? நீங்க மைக்க மேல வச்சிருந்தேன் அதான். அது எங்க சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் நானும் ட்ரை மறந்து போயிடுச்சு ப்ரோ, அது எதுல போடணுன்னே தெரியல. நானும் யோசிச்சு யோசிச்சு மண்டை காயுது. நன்றி 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 ப்ரோ. தேங்க்ஸ் தேங்க்ஸ் தேங்க்ஸ். நன்றி நன்றி ப்ரோ, ரொம்ப நன்றி நண்பர்களே. இன்னைக்குமே சொல்றதுதான், நீங்க இல்லாம நான் கிடையவே கிடையாது நண்பர்களே. எல்லாம் நீங்க இருக்கனாலதான் இவ்வளவு தூரமே. அந்த பிஎஸ் பிளஸ் வரும்ல, அதுதான் ப்ரோ. நாளையே காணும், நானும் போட்டு அதை தேடுறேன். அதுக்கு ஏதோ சொல்லுவானுங்க ப்ரோ, அது எனக்கு மறந்து போச்சு. நானே இப்பதான் யுஎஸ் ப்ரோ பாக்குறேன். நீங்க கரெக்டா பாத்துட்டு வந்திருக்கீங்க. நான் இப்பதான் வந்து நீ சொன்னபடிதான் என்ன வந்து கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன் சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் வந்து பாக்குறேன்னு. சாப்பிட்டீங்களா எல்லாரும்? முடிச்சாச்சா சாப்பாடு? 10 மினிட்ஸ் ப்ரோ. போயிட்டு வாங்க போயிட்டு வாங்க, சாப்பிட்டு வாங்க. சாப்பிட்டு பொறுமையா வாங்க. லைவ் இருக்கும் எப்போதையும். தூக்கி போறது வேஸ்ட், தூக்கிட்டு. ஆமா ப்ரோ, அது தெரியும் ப்ரோ, அதை யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். பட் ஆனா இப்போ நம்ம அந்த கார்டை வாங்குவோம்ல, அது எங்கன்னு தெரியல. லோ பாஸ் ப்ரோ கொஞ்சம் லைட்டா கம்மியா இருக்கு தலைவன்ட்ட. இல்லைன்னா நீங்க எப்படி போடுவீங்க? உங்களுக்கு அமௌண்ட் எப்படி வரும் அதை கேட்குறேன். இப்போ எனக்கு வேற மாதிரி இங்கே காட்டுறதுல இந்தியா இருக்கு. அடிச்சு ஒரு பறக்க விடுவோம். அவர் வேற ஜிடிஏ பண்ணலான்னாரு. என் தம்பி வேற இதை பிடிக்கிட்டு உட்காந்துருக்கான் லேப்டாப்பை. play on online. என்ன ப்ரோ playing on online? ஓகே இல்ல அப்படியா? இல்ல எங்களுக்கு கிடையாது ப்ரோ, இந்தியா சர்வருக்கு அது கிடையாது. அதுக்கு அந்த ஒரு எப்படின்னா இப்போ அமேசான்ல நம்ம வந்து ஒரு 1000 கொடுத்து அதை நம்ம அமௌண்ட்டா வாங்கிட்டு அதுக்கு இது தருவானுங்க, கோடு மாதிரி தருவானுங்க. அந்த கோடை வந்து அப்ளை பண்ணி நம்ம சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் போட்டுக்கணும். அப்படிதான் நான் பண்ணுவேன். ஆனா அது இப்ப என்னன்னே மறந்து போயிடுச்சு. சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷனே என்னன்னு மறந்து போயிடுச்சு. அது கம்மியா தான் காட்டுது. PS5 ப்ரோ வாங்க ப்ரோ, கேமர் ப்ரோ. ஹலோ ஹலோ ப்ரோ, வாங்க வாங்க முத்துராம் ப்ரோ வாங்க. ஹலோ கொடுக்குறியா? ஒன்றும் இல்லை, லைவ்ல இருக்கேன், முடிச்சுட்டு பேசுறேன். ப்ரோ எங்க பாருங்க பின்னாடி உட்காங்க, தெரியுதா? லேப்டாப் ஓனர் அவன் ப்ரோ, நான் இல்லை. லேப்டாப் எடா தர மாட்டான். வாங்க வாங்க ப்ரோ, எல்லாம் என்ன நைட் எல்லாம் ஃப்ரீயா இருப்பீங்க ப்ரோ. இருக்கே பிஎஸ் கார்டா? ஐயோ சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் கார்டா? ஆமா ஆமா, ஏன் பாருங்க இதுதான் ரவி ப்ரோ, இதுதான் இந்த கடை சொன்னேன். இதுதான், இது நம்ம போட்டோம்னா நம்ம வந்து இது பண்ணிக்கலாம், டைரக்டா பிஎஸ்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணிடலாம். உட்காந்துருக்காம தெரியுதா? லேப்டாப் காரனோட கேட்டா லேப்டாப் தர மாட்டான். இது போட்டா நம்ம இதுலயே பண்ணிடலாம் ப்ரோ, நம்ம டைரக்டா மொபைல்லே பண்ணிக்கலாம். சாரி இதே பண்ணிக்கலாம். எல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டீங்களா கைஸ்? அஞ்சு டிஃபெண்டர்லாம் வச்சுட்டு வரானுங்க ப்ரோ. ஒரு காலத்துல நம்மளும் அப்படிதான் விளாட்றோம், வேற வழியெல்லாம். லேப்டாப் குடு ப்ரோ. ஜிடி எல்லாம் பாப்பீங்களா? சொல்லுங்க. ஜிடி என் ஃப்ரெண்டு ஒருத்தன் இது பண்றேன் நான் ப்ரோ, பாக்குறேன் அவன்கிட்ட பார்த்துட்டு. அவர் இருக்காரு தமிழ் ஃபுட்பால், அவரும் இருக்காரு. மேட்சஸ் மேட்சஸ் 2-3 மேட்ச் விளாண்டுட்டு. நோ ஹேட்டர்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜிடிஏ பிளஷ். அப்படியா? நாளைக்கு போட்டு விட்டுறோம் நண்பர், ஒழுத்தி விட்டுறலாம் விடுங்க. அப்படி என்ன இவ்வளோ ஃபேன் இருக்கீங்க வாட்ஸ்அப்ல? ஓ நன்றி நன்றி கைஸ், எல்லாத்துக்கும் ரொம்ப நன்றி. இன்னைக்குமே சொல்றதுதான் நன்றி கைஸ். பாக்குறவங்க லைக் போட்டு பாருங்க நண்பர்களே.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game
which அந்த வீடியோ போட்டேன்ல, அந்த வீடியோக்கு ஒரு 4-5 பேர் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க.
Footballing folk in this part of the world, expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate literati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Vinicius Junior is flagged offside.
ஆமா தல பாக்கலையா தல? அதுதான் தல சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன் இப்ப. அதுதான் நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன். இமேஜ் போர் தான் கரெக்டா
Vinicius
கண்டுபிடிச்சேன்.
Junior. That's been intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it. That's played into space. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the
நன்றி gamer
difference?
bro.
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Okay.
Thanks.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival.
Oi.
Iniesta gets rid without sophistication.
நன்றி விக்ரம் bro.
Pretty
நன்றி
loose
bro.
pass. And it's Iniesta.
என்னோட அக்கவுண்ட்ல சப் பண்ணேன். அப்படியா?
Now it's Sané.
என்ன அந்த ரஷீத் அக்கவுண்ட்லயா?
Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
நன்றி bro.
Drogba. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
அடிச்சாலே ஒரே பறக்க தான் வரும். அதான் அவ்வளவுதான்.
Rice. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Van
அது
Dalton.
இல்ல வேற அக்கவுண்ட். ஓ அப்படியா? சரி.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Valverde.
ஆஃப்சைட்.
Here's Drogba! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Rice. Vinicius Junior. For Rice. And here's Messi.
நீ போட்றாதடா தம்பி.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Serginho.
அவுட் போறேன் ப்ரோ. அதுதான் ப்ரோ அந்த சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷனுக்கு இது பண்ணும் ப்ரோ. அதுக்கு தான் நான் யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன்.
For Rice.
நான் பண்ணி விட்டுறேன். என்ன சொல்றீங்க?
And it's Messi.
இப்பதான் நானே அதை பார்த்தேன். நான் மதியானத்துக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இப்ப ஞாபகம்.
Vinicius Junior. Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Valverde! And he looked every bit the assured keeper.
இல்ல அவுட் லாஸ்ட் வந்து அது பணம் கட்டினா தான் நமக்கு வரும். இல்லனா வராது.
And we have our very first corner.
ஆமா 1000 ரூபாய் ப்ரோ. 1000 ரூபாய் இப்ப சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் போடணும். 1000 ரூபாய் கட்டி நம்ம அப்படி போட்டு நம்ம அமௌண்ட் பே பண்ணி அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் நம்ம ஓப்பன் ஆகும். இல்லனா ஏன் ப்ரோ பண்ண எப்பயே பண்ணிருப்பேனே. இல்லனா நான் அப்பயே முடிச்சிருப்பேன் கேம். இன்னும் ஒரு 6 மணி நேரம் தான்.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
பல வித்தைகள் காட்டுறான்.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can get that clear. Shifted upfield. Oh, great chance! Played back. He is just caressing the ball. Traoré. Valverde. Rice.
நான் கேம் சூப்பரா இருக்கும் ப்ரோ.
Nesta.
அது போட்டு பண்ணிக்கலாம் ப்ரோ.
It's Cancelo. And he welcomes it in.
நான் இயர்லியா போட்டா எந்த பிரச்சனையுமே வராது ப்ரோ. இயர்லியா போட்டாலும் ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
இயர்லியா போட 5000 ரூபாய் கேக்குறாங்க. இப்ப ஒரு சில நேரம் கம்மியா விடுவானுங்க. அப்ப நம்ம இயர்லியா போடலாம்னு பாக்குறேன்.
Now it's Vardy. Oh, well played. And there's the end of the first half.
Okay.
Well, a very decent watch
பண்ணுவோம் ப்ரோ
now,
கண்டிப்பா.
but just the
பண்ண
one
மாட்டேன்.
goal so
எனக்கு
far. It has
எதனா ஒரு
been
இதா வந்துங்க
competitive.
பாருங்க ஜாய்ஸ்டிக் வாங்குனேன். அதுல ஒரு 5000 ரூபாய் வெச்சு. யாரா ஒயிட்டி ஏடி 88
It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve
6 months
and make it fast.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm.
It's Drogba! And
Hi.
it's in!
யூடியூபர் போல ப்ரோ.
2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Stoichkov.
Hey!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Traoré. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Quick look, that hits one! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Iniesta. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi.
நன்றி ப்ரோ. வாங்க.
Vinicius Junior.
ப்ரோ.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Iniesta. And Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Valverde. And here's the chance to counter. Iniesta. And it's Sané. Traoré. And it's Iniesta. Can he get away here?
Vardy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Sané. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vinicius Junior.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Serginho. No, it's not getting there. Pedri. Spread out to the left. And here's Vardy. And Bastoni. Serginho. Rice from Messi. Valverde. And it's Sané. Thinks one through. And he's taking no chances there.
எங்க
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help the
Decent hit!
ஆளு மேல ஏறா நீ
Barcelona are certainly
The
now
one-
looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack for that matter.
ஓ இவன் அஞ்சு இதுவா அட கருமா வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் ஃப்ரீ கேம்ஸ்லாம் ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. அஞ்சு டிஃபெண்டரை தூக்கிட்டு வந்திருக்கான் ப்ரோ. அதான் கோலே போக மாட்டேன் நான் போறேன். ஆமாம் ப்ரோ, அது மொரட்டு கேம் அவுட் லாஸ்ட். கண் கலங்க எல்லாம் கலங்கிடும் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
El dorsal 15, Iniesta. El dorsal
Bastoni.
11, el dorsal
The final
20,
5 minutes.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal
Looking for the
9,
runner.
Messi. El dorsal
Has ruffled a
14,
few feathers,
que va a realizar
but
un
well
cambio
dealt
de
with.
jugadores.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
போறான்டா ஆளு.
Vardy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Habrá
In comes
un
the
minuto
cross.
de
Can he
descuento.
finish? And that has been clubbed away. And the referee brings it to a close.
அதுக்கு கேஷ் இல்ல ப்ரோ. ஃப்ரீ கேம்ஸ் எல்லாத்துக்குமே நம்ம கேஷ் போடலாம்.
At times cohesive, very
கேஷ்னா நம்ம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், ஃப்ரீ கேம்ஸ் வந்து அதில் இருக்கிறத ஆடிக்கலாம். உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா? அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றேன். நான் 4000 தட்டி விட்டானுங்க. பார்க்குறவங்க லிங்க் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. பார்க்குறீங்க எப்படி 4000 ரேங்க் போனேன். இந்த ஒரு மேட்ச் தோத்தேன் ப்ரோ. 4000 ரேங்க் அடிச்சேன். நைஸ் ப்ரோ. நான் அது எப்பயோ போயிட்டேன் ப்ரோ. போயிட்டு நான் அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆடலை. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபுல்லாக இதுதான் இதில் ஸ்ட்ரீம் போட்டோமா மொபைலில். அன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் வேஸ்ட்டாக போச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆடவே இல்லை. அது டிவிஷன் 1 போனதுக்கு அப்புறமேட்டு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டே போயிடுச்சு ப்ரோ. விளையாடுறதே ஏதோ போர் மாதிரி இருக்கு. என்ன தலை சொல்ற? ஏமாறு ப்ரோ.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Vardy. He's through here. And in! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Was he just trying to be a little too clever then? I mean, it's hard to say, but one thing's for sure. He needed to stick it away, and he knows it.
Look at the space here. And the finish.
நான் அடிட்டா அது டேய்.
Abiati making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Oh, he's been caught on it
ஓ
here.
இதான்டா
He's
பஞ்சாயத்து.
had a shot. And it's a goal.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Romario. Romario is fouled. Romario driving forwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Romario, and it's Owen. That's a little off target. And here's Romario. Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Vardy,
ஐயோ
Pedri,
கொஞ்சம் ஆஃப்
Serginho,
டா.
and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that's well seen too. Serginho. Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
அடா எந்த பால் போட்டாலும் கால்ல பிடிக்கிறான்.
And it's Romario. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Owen. Chouameni.
It's a decent chance to counter it, Harry. That's great positioning, so good from him.
Romario. He's beaten the last man.
Oh.
He's had a hit. And it's in.
ஆ ப்ரோ
And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority.
Tries a shot.
வச்சா
Contact was certainly crisp. Didn't quite come off.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still, very good technique, though. Something he's never short of. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. Serginho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ernest. And he's managed to get free.
ஆக்டர்
And here's Owen. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Owen wins the duel this time. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Romario. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. Serginho. Strong running down that left flank. He has found a way through. The cross comes in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And they can counter here. Costa Curta. And it's de Michelis.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Now it's Owen. Romario!
பா
A
எங்க
really
இருந்தா அடிக்கிறான்
close shave, and the last action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got
Okay.
themselves into a very good position, so why dither from
End
here
up
when they can
under.
repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the action is back on the way.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't.
He's got the shot away! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to
Come on,
take the
fine.
defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the
நானும்
replay
போட்டு
on this.
பழகலான்னு பார்க்குறேன் நம்மளதான் பழகிறான் போட்டு அவ்வளவுதான்.
Nicked it back promptly. Davids. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Stoichkov. Stoichkov hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho. Sare. Vardy.
என்னடா போட்டு
Mateus. Serginho. Iniesta. Pedri. Pedri!
மாட்டி
And
போட்டு
he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pedri is offering a right smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Romario has found the net here, of course.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bastoni gets a foot in here. Pedri. And it's Stoichkov.
Este jogo
And it's
teve uma
Iniesta.
assistência de 70.987
And here's Vardy.
espectadores.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Romario. Sane. Pedri. Sane. Iniesta. It is a corner, good chance. Barcelona have their second corner now. He's shooting!
அவ்வளவுதான்.
It's there! Right back in the game! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can
ஐயோ பால
sustain it.
விடுறான்டா காலில் பால் வாங்காம எங்கடா பால்
And here's Romario. That is good strength. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mateus. And claimed it back swiftly. Sane. And here's Vardy. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
சரி
De Michelis kept aware.
ப்ரோ பாஸ்
It
போடணும்
is
bro, தேவையில்லாம
replayed
இது
easily.
பண்ணுங்க.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Vardy. Serginho.
சூப்பரா
Decent hit! And he hits the net.
ஈஸ்வரா அம்பே
Back in it. Almost no time
Nice.
remaining. Game still on.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
அலைய நினைச்சேன் இத்த காட்டுமா நீ பார்க்குறவங்க நம்ம சேனல் அப்படியே லைக் பண்ணி சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க ப்ளீஸ். ஒரு வெளிச்சமா இருக்கு. அது இத்த காட்டுவான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இந்த 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 மேட்ச் பாருங்க இத்த காட்டுவாங்க.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Portugal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta. Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Adams gets over and intercepts. And here's Haaland. And that's gone loose. Demichelis defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
டேய்
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's from Mario. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Kunde calmly anticipates. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Right, Batistuta. And Romario!
பாட்டி இருக்கனால தப்பிச்சேன் guys. பாட்டி இல்லைன்னா ஒரு குழந்தை போனோம்.
Davids. That is a brilliant interception. And that's been intercepted.
ஏய் ப்ரோ
Really well
இந்த
and
பால்
stopped it.
Oh, that was
இல்ல
vital.
ப்ரோ எந்த பால் போட்டாலும் கரெக்டா அவன் காலுக்கிட்டே
And
போகுது
there
ப்ரோ.
goes the final whistle.
என்னன்னே தெரியல.
Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination.
அப்படியே
No
இருக்கான் ப்ரோ.
complaints.
இந்த பால் போட்டாலும் அவன்கிட்ட 3 ஃபார்வர்டு தூக்கி முன்னாடி வச்சுட்டு தாலியா எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஏன் ஒரு மேட்ச் நம்ம பாயசத்தை போட்டு விட்டானுங்க guys. எப்படின்னு பார்ப்போம். இப்போ உள்ள போய் நான் பார்த்துட்டு போயிடும் ப்ரோ. போயிட்டு எப்படி இருக்கான்ட்டு அப்புறம் பார்த்துட்டு அதே ஃபார்மேட் சுற்றிட்டு வந்துட்டான் அவனும். ஆனால் ஒரே ஃபார்மேட் சுற்றிட்டுவாங்க. எத்தனை இது வேன் பாஸ்டிங் ஓவனு மாடு ஓகே இந்த டிஃபரெண்ட்ரா குண்டே இருக்கான். எல்லாமே குண்டே வச்சிருக்கான். எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஃபார்மேஷன் இல்லை, இன்னொரு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஃபார்மேஷன் சைன் அப் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம். செம்ம ஆச்சு. எல்லாம் ரைக்கார்டை தூக்கிட்டு வந்துடுறானு. முன்னாடியே வாங்கியிருப்பான். ரைக்கா நல்ல மேனேஜர் தான், அதனால முன்னாடியே வாங்கியிருப்பாங்க. பார்க்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. போட்டு அப்படி இருக்குது ப்ரோ. ஆனால் சத்தியமா ப்ரோ உங்கள் ஏரியாலாம் கொசு அதிகமாக இருக்கா இல்லை கம்மியாக இருக்காங்க?
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got on the way here pretty promptly. And through to the goalkeeper. And that is a little undercooked.
Van Basten really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Nunez.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Serge Gnabry is undoubtedly one of Germany's better wide men. A player I expect to see a lot of on either flank, whose speciality is coming inside, having learned from one of the greatest at doing just that. And he boasts a very, very good goal record too. That shouldn't be...
Wow,
now and they want to get it back. And that should get the job done. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Darwin. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Gnabry really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
De Bruyne defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Messi. Great ball. Nunez! He's scored!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Sané. Hits one! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It's Van Basten!
Bro, என்ன bro பா?
Oh, bang on target.
பால் எங்க இருக்குனே தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது bro. Van Basten
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely worked. That's a shade optimistic.
எப்படியாச்சும் இந்த அடுத்து வாங்கிடுறானுங்களே எப்படின்னா தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது.
Fiddles it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. he's been shifted off it. Van Basten. And that was very necessary. Taken back almost at once. 15 minutes till half-time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bro, ஏதோ
Nunez. Pedri. Gently done. That's good vision. That's
Hey,
an
brah.
excellent interception. That's really well cleared. No luck with that dink over the top. Pedri. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
இப்பெல்லாம் விட்டா ரெட் கார்டு கொடுக்கலாம். ஆனா ஏன் ரெட் கார்டு கொடுக்கணும்?
And it's Vardy.
எவ்வளவு நேரம் லைவா? தரல ப்ரோ, நீங்க எல்லாம் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் தான். எப்படியும் ஒரு மணி.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Nunez. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries a shot!
என்ன ப்ரோ? அவன்கிட்டே பால் போக மாட்டேங்குது. என்கிட்டயே எல்லா பாலும் வருது.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gnabry. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Very nicely done. Oh, it's played into the area. Koundé getting this one clear. Well, there's the clearance.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
டாடி.
Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals,
அடுத்து
both
மாத்தி
teams
வேண்டியதாங்க.
contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It could be in here. Tchouaméni gets it away. To Roberto. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. Roberto, who does have an assist to his name. Adams.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. Gnabry is looking to influence the game from out wide. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And he's had it nicked away.
The attendance for this
And
match
it's
was
Stoichkov.
80,607.
ஏய் என்னடா நீங்க பண்றீங்க ஐயோ
Serginho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a loose ball. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi getting this one clear. And he's managed to gift it back. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
And you make it sound so simple. Couldn't squeeze it through.
என்ன பாஸ் போட்டுட்டே இருக்கீங்க
Now then, the ball's come loose.
ஐயோ
Soboslai herring after the ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé makes the interception. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but chance! Oh, taken with
என்ன ப்ரோ கணிக்கிற நல்லா கணிக்கிறான் ப்ரோ
level again.
Serious,
What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
நல்லா கெஸ் பண்ணிடலாம்
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Darwin Núñez.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Messi.
This is
Number
quite a
10.
battle.
Barcelona surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for the winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Number 7, Owen. Number 20, David Villa.
He can run onto
Number
that.
22, Yamal.
Oh, smashing header!
Pedri. Number
He will be
24,
livid with himself.
Nielsen. Substitutions taking place.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Beraldo. De Nielsen. It's Pedri. Distributed tidily. Played into space out wide. Traumedi, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played,
ஏன்டா
well stopped.
Pedri,
2 added
Tosses
minutes
it in.
has been indicated.
backward it goes. He's had a shot!
பா
Oh, that's incredible! And
ஒண்ணும்
that
பண்ண முடியல.
has raised the roof!
வாங்க ப்ரோ.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and
And
சரியான
time is
ப்ரோ.
up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they
என்ன
go
ப்ரோ என்ன பண்ணாலும் அடிக்க முடியல. வச்சிட்டானுங்க ப்ரோ. ரைட் சம்பவத்தை போட்டு விட்டானுங்க ப்ரோ. ஐயோ 800 கீழ் போனா டிவிஷன் 2வா? இதே மறந்துட்டேன் பாருங்க. ஜாலியா விளையாண்டுருக்கேன். வச்சு விட்டானுங்க ப்ரோ. மேட்ச் போடலாம் ப்ரோ. இருங்க வரேன். 3 மேட்ச் விளையாண்டு வந்துடுறேன் ப்ரோ. LP எப்படி போட்டு வெளுக்கிறானுங்க அம்மா. நான் ஒரு 2 மேட்ச் தோத்தாலே டிஃபரன்ஸ் சார். நண்பர்களே பார்க்குறவங்களா லைக் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க நண்பர்களே. வைஸ் புதுசாக பார்க்க நம்ம சேனல் அப்படியே சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. என்ன கைஸ் போட்டு மறுபடியும் நம்மளை பழக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டானுங்க நண்பர்களே. ஐயோயோ என்ன இது நல்லா தானே விளாண்டுக்கிட்டு இருந்தோம். ஐயோ ப்ரோ இவங்க ஏதோ என்ன ப்ரோ பண்ணுறான் ப்ரோ. ஸ்கிரிப்டை கிட்ட போடுறானு நல்ல பேராக அனுப்பிடுறானுங்க ப்ரோ. என்ன மச்சு ப்ரோ என்ன எல்லா பாலும் அவன்கிட்டே போகுது ப்ரோ. ஒரு பால் கூட ஏன்ட்ட வர மாட்டேன். ஏன்ட்ட வர மாட்டேன் ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ எல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டீங்களோ? கடுப்பாவது எல்லா பாலும் அவன்கிட்டே போகுது ப்ரோ.
Welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's messed session here. Oh, great play! Oh, shooting chance!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Luis Suarez! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's a narrow finish!
Bro.
Superb goal!
என்ன ப்ரோ இப்படி
Real
வரானுங்க?
rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
எல்லா
That
பாலும்
was
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டச்
fabulous.
பயங்கரமா.
The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's played forward.
கரெக்ட்டா
And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Mbappe!
பாருங்க நமக்கு.
That's been cut out. Well played.
ஐயோ
And the assistant
எல்லா
referee
பாலும்
has
அவன்டே
flag
போகுது
raised
ப்ரோ.
for offside.
போட்டானுங்க நமக்கு பாயாசத்தை. இத பண்ணி விட்டானுங்க ப்ரோ. பிளேயர்லாம் அப்படிங்கிட்டு ஓடுறானுங்களே தவிர.
Luis Suarez. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Stoichkov.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi.
அடா 3 ஃபாரம்.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pedri. Van Belten. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Messi. Cafu. Van Belten. And it's Conte. Some really good ball movement. Not the most accurate pass for Conte. And no, that was never going to make it. Serginho. Vardy. And here's Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vardy tries a shot!
ஐயோ வார்டி.
Tchouaméni. He's played him through. Costa Curta. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Conte. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Serginho. Good running, strong and purposeful. Sané. Neymar. Costa Curta.
இல்ல
And
படிக்க
they win it back again. Cafu. Van Belten. Beckenbauer. Now Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. Cafu. Cafu. Now who's going to be
ஏன்டா
first to
அங்கிட்டு போற
this?
பெட்டி?
Looking tidy in possession here. And he's there to belt it
ப்ரோ
away.
அங்கிட்டு ஓடிட்டு இருக்கானுங்க ப்ரோ.
Costa Curta. Conte. Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled. That's alert
Super,
and
super
sharp
ball.
and very well played.
And here's Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's an inviting looking ball, that. Costa Curta. Looking for the runner. Sané.
ஆளே இருக்க மாட்டானுங்க.
And it's Messi.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Played with finesse. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Koundé. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pen talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's had a shot! That
tactics.
is decidedly lacking.
என்ன டாக்டிக்ஸ் ப்ரோ எந்த டாக்டிக்ஸை போட்டாலும் முடிச்சிடறாங்க ரவி ப்ரோ என்ன கதனே தெரியல போட ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டானுங்க ஒரு ஸ்கிரிப்டை
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Sané, Stoichkov.
ஏய் கரெக்டா பாலை பாஸ் பண்ண மாட்றான் ப்ரோ நான் அங்க தேவைப்படுற இடத்துல ஆள் இருக்க மாட்றானுங்க
Luis Suarez. Pedri, well seen.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. That has not gone well. And it's Stoichkov.
அஞ்சு டிஃபெண்டர் வச்சுறாரானா
Oh, delicate chip through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Sané. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Vardy.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're set.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, again, there's no way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Barcelona showing a little more urgency now. And
Pedri! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Luis Suarez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sané. Goalkeeper's ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And the pass is intercepted. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Stoichkov providing an outlet on that flank. Very nicely done. Sané with the cross. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tchouaméni, Pedri. And here's Vardy. And Vardy! And he hits the net. Barcelona are back in business.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there.
ஆனா
He
ஏதோ
may
பண்ணி
not have
விட்டுறானுங்க
seen that
என்னன்னு
until
தெரியல.
too late.
சத்தியமா என்னன்னே தெரியல, ஜெயிக்கவே விட மாட்டானுங்க, என்னன்னே தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to
ப்ரோ
turn to their
இல்ல ஒரு கேம்
benches.
ப்ரோ, இங்க ஏதோ சொதப்புறானுங்க ப்ரோ அந்த
Has
ஃபார்மேஷன்.
certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they
Está
can
por
keep the
ahí,
energy
bro.
levels up and try and grab a winner.
He's looking wide. Pedri. That's a throw.
இருங்க ப்ரோ, ரெண்டு மூணு கேம் விளையாண்டு.
Oh, good steal. He just read it. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Serginho. It's Pedri. Played back in. Torres.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. And here's Haaland. He's through. Now is he in? Torres. Defending of the desperate variety.
ப்ரோ 5-3
This
ஃபார்மேஷனா
is a Hollywood or bust
Ah,
corner. The
Galaxy
final
bro.
whistle is up next.
Costa Curta gets it away. Serginho. Quick look, then plays it in. He's found the way through. It's a mighty
அவ்வளவுதான்,
effort.
கோலி முடிஞ்சு.
Oh, it's
Ozambe.
in! Late in the day, this could well be it.
அவ்வளவுதான் கைஸ்.
Just so calm under. So that's
அவ்வளவுதான்.
it.
அர்ரா
It
நீ
is all
தம்பி.
over. Barcelona
yo.
have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like
அதனால
this.
ஹாலண்ட் அங்க இருந்தா பார்த்துட்டு தான் பால போட்டேன்.
Enjoyable.
பால் உள்ள
Look
போகாத
how
நினைச்சேன்
they
கைஸ், ஆனா
reacted
பால்
to that
போயிடுச்சு.
initial setback.
கடைசி நிமிஷம் கோல் நம்ம நிறைய அடிச்சிட்டோம் பை ப்ரோ. 15 பாயிண்ட் தான் ஏறுதே. ப்ரோ நண்பர்களை பார்க்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. என்னன்னு தெரியல ப்ரோ, ஏன் இப்படி ஆகுது அப்படின்ட்டு. நல்லா தான் வந்துக்கிட்டு இருந்துச்சு. திடீர்னு இப்படி ஆகுது. நல்லா விளாண்டுருந்தேன் நம்ம ஆளுங்கெல்லாம், என்ன ஆச்சுன்னு தெரியல. எல்லாம் பின்னாடி முன்னாடி ஓடுறானுங்க ப்ரோ, என்னன்னு பட் லாஸ் ஆனா 30. ஆமா ஆமா ஆமா, நான் தேவையில்லாம 2-3 மேட்ச் தோத்து ஐயோ ப்ரோ. எல்லாமே ஏன் ப்ரோ இது ப்ரோ, எல்லாமே இதை தூக்கிட்டே வரானுங்க ப்ரோ. இது 3 கோல் போட்டது இது. தானா வீடியோ ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகும் ப்ரோ. டிராஃபிலாம் கலெக்ட் ஆச்சு. எப்போ ப்ரோ தூங்குவீங்க எல்லாரும்? கேமர் ப்ரோ எல்லாம் எப்போ தூங்குவீங்க? நைட்டு பறவையா? ஒரு ஷார்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தேன் ப்ரோ, பிஎஸ்ஐசி வச்சு ஃபுட்பால் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு. என்ன சொல்றீங்க? வரலையே என்ன கமெண்ட்? பிஎஸ் வச்சு ஃபுட்பால் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி மொரட்டை அது வேணா கட்டலாம் ப்ரோ. இந்த பூஸ்டர் கார்டு இல்லைன்னா பொறிவர போட்டுறலாம். கொஞ்சம் பூஸ்டர் கார்டு வந்தானுங்கன்னா எல்லாம் பட்டா அடி. அவனுங்க நம்மள பொறிவர போடுறானுங்க. 1 or 2 ஆகும் ப்ரோ. 1 2. ஓகே ஓகே. எங்க அப்பா கரண்ட் பில் வேற அதிகமா வந்துருச்சாம் ப்ரோ. எங்க அப்பா கத்துறாரு கரண்ட் பில் அதிகமா
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
ஸ்ட்ரீம் பண்றனால இது கரண்ட் பில் அதிகமா போகுமா என்ன? ஒரு லைட் வச்சிருக்கேன் அப்புறம் பிஎஸ் 2 மானிட்டர் தானடா ஓடுது.
Magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's Salah!
உங்களுக்கு தெரியல அவன் எப்படின்னா
And that's what you call
ரொம்ப
inspired goalkeeping.
லாக் ஆகி
I
அவனே
think he's done
விளையாடுறான்.
great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it
அவனே
matter
அங்கடிக்கு
now.
விளையாண்டுட்டு இருக்கான் ப்ரோ. கடுப்பாவுது.
Ronaldinho goes short. Mohamed Salah!
நான் ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது ப்ரோ. ஆனா
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was
இந்த மாதிரி
very
இதெல்லாம்
kind of him to oblige so early.
இந்த கார்டெல்லாம் வச்சுதான் போடு போடு நீ கும்பிடு போடு.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because
எதுவும்
that
வர
moved
விட
all over the
கண்ட்ரோல்
place
அதிகம்.
on its journey.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
இத பாருங்க.
And he just the keeper to beat. Decent hit. Rummenigge. And the shot. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Paris Saint-Germain really
Ah,
putting a
okay,
few
okay,
chances
bro.
together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Mohamed Salah! And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Sané. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Hoisted in. Floated through. Look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Sané. Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cruyff. And here's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho!
ஆமாம் ப்ரோ.
Picked out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ronaldinho with the short one. Great chance! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. time. Excellent interception. Mohamed Salah is firing after that one.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedri. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Nitin
Well,
bro
the
enna
tip pass
aanane
hasn't
therilla.
quite come off. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shot a goal! Serginho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Wriggles his way through. He is through here!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in
Avana
midfield
potu
have to be
tallunga.
ready now to
Enga
recycle.
potu tallradhu
And they
enna
have got just the right players for that.
போட்டாரா நம்ம தலையன். பால் போட்டா.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's tidy. Traumeri. Stoichkov. He's got the shot away!
Ah,
Cruyff.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't
Ayyo,
really
bro,
put it tight in
Samad-
midfield. Not a trickle is getting
Thank you,
through. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
come on darling.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rijkaard. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's got away. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rummenigge. Cruyff. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Bastoni. Koundé. Pedri.
இந்த பெட்ரியை மட்டும் லைட்டா உள்ள விட்டேன்னு
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Here's Sané. Stoichkov.
Habrá un minuto de
Oh,
descuento.
easy pickings there. Well, that's well seen too. Oh, good-looking ball. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
சாப்பிட போனேன் வந்துட்டேன். என்ன bro இப்பவே சாப்பிட போறீங்க?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Serginho. Distributed tidily. Stoichkov. And the shot!
ஐயோ
Rodri, a picture of focus and alertness. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Sane making good progress on the right-hand
பெட்ரி
side.
கரெக்ட்டா ஒரு ஆக்ஷன்ல போக மாட்டறான் bro. பெட்ரி லைட்டா கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணானா போட்றான்.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the pass is intercepted.
டேய்
Ronaldinho has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
bro நல்ல கடை வச்சு இவங்க இப்படி விளையாடுறாங்க.
Serginho. Nice sequence of passes this. Stoichkov.
ஐயா நம்ம பாஸ் கरेगा.
He's there to belt it away. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Can he latch on to this? Mohamed Salah. Salah crosses. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to dink
Super
it
foul.
through.
ஆனா ரைட் கார்டு எடுத்து விட்டான்.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
இந்த பால்
And there's
போவாதுன்னு
green grass
தெரிஞ்சு-
ahead of him. Chouameni, and that interception was most. Can he finish? Oh, terrible pass. And now they can clear their lines. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And he was quick to react. And it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff, who's set up one goal so far. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just about up to 75 minutes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
ப்ரோ அங்க இது டிஃபெண்ட்
This
வச்சான் ப்ரோ.
ended up in no man's land. And here's Stoichkov.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, well played, well played.
சூப்பரா சூப்பரா.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Cruyff.
Ah.
Oh, that's clever. And he cuts out the supply. Rummenigge. Mohamed Salah.
என்ன ப்ரோ
Boxing off
பெட்ரி
and wins
ஓடவே
back the ball.
மாட்றான்.
Quality ball. Now it's Stoichkov. And it's Sané. Threads one in. Stoichkov! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
இந்த மேட்சோட நம்ம வாங்க போறோம் இது
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Stoichkov.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's going for goal! Close, but time for no
Beat him,
more.
Dungu.
The whistle has gone. Well, that was
Hang on,
tense.
bro.
The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.
ப்ரோ லாஸ்ட் ஒரு மேட்ச் சரி வாங்க. சரி கேமர் ப்ரோ பாப்போம் வாங்க. நோவா ப்ரோ இருக்காரு இல்லையா? எங்க தர இன்வைட்டு? தேங்க்ஸ் ப்ரோ. நன்றி பல ப்ரோ. ரெயின் ப்ரோ இன்வைட் பண்ணிட்டேன். வாங்க. வாங்க. சரி ஓகே பை ப்ரோ.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. Batistuta. And he's picked out the run. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players. Never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Stoichkov puts his foot on the gas. Sané, he's found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No way through. That's a decent clearance. Palmer. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And no, that was never going to make it. Musiala. Can he get it through? Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pass somewhat off target.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming. Gently done. Now it's Vardy, and he's surging through. Now can he hits one?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, can he get onto this? That is a brilliant interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Ah.
And that's put paid to a promising move. He's going to be disappointed with that. Musiala! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vardy, always looking for that half a chance. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Italy applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Italy have it back and can go again.
Super, bro.
Chouameni and Serginho aimed beyond the defence. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, what a ball! And this is... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He won't be happy with that one. Serginho. And he's on a charge. He's dealt with that well. There will be a throw-in. Oh, shooting chance!
And
that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Stoichkov is offering a wry smile there.
Yamal clears it away.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Musiala, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Mbappe. There's the whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. How would you review the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Barcelona lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And the action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Costa Curta. Pedri. He's played him through. Big chance!
Dikkeye
That
bro.
was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's in space and looking for options. Climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. Hakimi. No, again there's no way through.
Wow.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Palmer. Pedri.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Musiala. Ball is over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. No, that's been intercepted. Stoichkov might just make this. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Musiala. Oh, he's managed to get
Guys,
himself
பாக்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணி
offside.
ஷேர் பண்ணி சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு போங்க ப்ளீஸ்.
And here's Musiala. Palmer. Nice
97.559
sequence of
espectadores.
passes this. Stoichkov, who does have an assist to his name. And it's lofted through here. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Hakimi. Palmer tries to dink it in. Caught off
என்ன
guard
ஆஃப்
that
ஆயிடா?
time.
ஏன் ஆஃப் ஆயிடு?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly
Arvare.
make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
That has not gone well. And it's Stoichkov. Serginho.
இந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல தான்
Mbappe.
இந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல என்ன
The only
பண்ணணும்னா
breakthrough then came late in the first half
பின்னாடி
here,
ball
and
pass
that is the
பண்ணணும்.
difference. 1-0 the score. Now it's Vardy. Pedri.
ச்சே, ஏன் பின்னாடி போறானே?
Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Italy are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
மங்கமோன்னு குத்துறாரியா மனுஷன்.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
இவன் லெஃப்ட் ஃபுட் தானே.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah,
Hey,
he may
la
have
நம்மளால
snapped at
அடிக்கவே
that a
முடியல.
bit,
ஃபுட்டே
even though
கஷ்டம்.
it was quite close.
ரைட் ஃபுட்னா யாராச்சும் தான் போட்டு அடிக்கலாம்.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he's forced to go back. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexander Arnold calmly anticipates. De Jong.
சென்டர் பேக் எல்லாம்
Wins
முன்னாடி
Batistuta.
வந்துறாங்க.
Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
ஃபார்வர்ட்
Great
எல்லாம் பின்னாடி
positioning,
போறாங்க.
so good from him.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Good read, needed to be. Kvaratskhelia. Great ball if he can get there. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now it's Sané. 5 minutes left on the clock. And he's onside. He's picked his way through.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Seriously?
He's got a side of goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chance here to counter. Serginho.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Moved on forwards. Serginho. Romero makes the interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's at the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Stoichkov picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
சரி ப்ரோ, அப்படியே லைவ் எண்ட் பண்றேன். மீண்டும் நாளை சந்திப்போம் ப்ரோ. அவ்வளோதான். கரெக்டாக இருக்குது. எவ்வளோ தூக்கம் வர பயங்கரமாக வருது. நாளைக்கு ரெஸ்ட்டை போட்டு காலையில் லைவ் போடுவோமா? காலைல வரேன் நண்பர்களே. பத்தரைக்கே வரலான்ட்டு தான் பார்த்தேன். 10:30 வேலை ஆயிடுச்சு. பரவாயில்ல. பாய் ப்ரோ, பாய் ப்ரோ, பாய் பாய் நண்பர்களே, பாய்.